Hello, everyone. Happy, amazing Thursday. We have this training that has been overdue. I am so excited to be here with you. I am, it looks like it's warm down there, like out there, but I am here with a blanket. I don't know wherever you're at, but it's freaking cold. I am so excited because this is warming up my heart to be here. Okay, today we are going to be talking about 3 ways to stabilize your client overflow, your revenue and your client overflow. I'm so excited. I have an interview in 30 minutes. So literally it's going to be like, it's not going to go longer than 30 minutes and it's going to be value packed. So if you're watching the replay, give me a hashtag replay, or if you're here live, say what's up, give me a hi. Where are you tuning in from? Hi, Pam. Hi, Fabi. So good to see you all. Let's see what you guys are saying. Yeah, first time here. Good to have you. So good to have you. All right. So for anyone who doesn't know me, since we have a couple of first timers, you guys, my name is Juliana Garcia, and I help coaches clarify their message to attract premium clients. And one of the things that I love talking about most is how can we create sustainable results? And that is what we're going to talk about today. Angie says, hey, Juliana, excited for the value will drop. Oh my God, Angie has just been literally watching my live streams and she's getting so many amazing results in her business. Actually, what would love for you to share in the Facebook group, Angie, all the amazing things that have been going on for you, because that is so fun. Amazing. Okay, so give me a me in the comments if you are a coach. If you're a coach and you have a coaching business, you've had a couple of clients, but now you really want to stabilize that client flow. Give me a me in the comments just so that I know who is here and what kind of coach are you, if you want to share in the comments. Financial coach. Amazing. Awesome. Tell me more in the comments. I see lots of people who are coaches joining here on Instagram, and so I would love to hear. Hi, Nati. How are you? So good to see you. Okay, so I'm gonna get straight to it. There are 3 things that I have been able to do in order to stabilize my income. There are times in my life and in my business where things were really up and down, where it's like there was a lull and then there was like an overflow and then there was a lull and then an overflow. So the things that I'm going to share with you today are things that I have applied and the things that my clients who have really stable, sustainable results, they're all doing. So these are pattern recognition. Like I've done a pattern recognition and I'm going to give you the 3 things. There's probably more things, but that's all I can fit in 30 minutes. Okay. Career coach. Awesome, Becca. Personal freedom coach. Awesome. Amazing. Okay. So let's get started with the first one. So we're going to do the energetics and we're going to talk about the practical things. Okay. So because it's all together, it all goes together. So if you're experiencing some level of inconsistency in your business and you want to stabilize that, I'm going to first address the energetic piece because this is so important. So the first thing is we need to stabilize your perceived distress around the instability. That needs to happen ASAP. Here's what I mean. Right now, if you're experiencing consistency, there's a part of you that is available for that inconsistency internally. You have not set a strong boundary, like a strong energetic boundary around what you are available for. So you expect, you allow, you predict inconsistency. You are available for it in some way, in some ways. I know that doesn't sound nice to hear, and I know it doesn't feel good to hear, but it's so important. I wish somebody had just told me that from the beginning, because when I actually realized, I was coaching myself once and I realized, oh, I am available for this. I've been available for inconsistency and I haven't been deciding or getting really clear about what my minimum is. Like, what is my energetic minimum, or what I'm the least that I'm available for? What is the baseline? And so everybody, I know that this is not common sense or we don't know this, but I want you to know that you get to set a bar, set a limit, set a boundary around what you are available for in receiving. So if you want a certain number of income or clients, let's say that you've been, your highest month has been 10K, 20K, 50K, whatever that number is for you. You want to stabilize that, then think about that number, think about that, what you want, or the number of clients that you want to receive every month, and decide energetically, I am not available for anything less than that. Here's how I got there, because it's not just like an easy decision, right? For me, I had to get clear on, okay, if I am not consistently attracting, let's say 100K months at the time, right? Like right now we have stabilized our business where we always have 6-figure months no matter what. So if I have not, let's say at the time, stabilize 100K months, then why not? So where am I available for that to be optional? I made a list of all the things that I thought maybe were a luxury or a thing that I'm like, can I have that? Like, is it okay for me to want to have that? And I made a list of the things that I wanted, why I wanted that. Like, what's my why? Why do I desire it? How would I actually utilize that income? What would I want it for? And I got really clear on I'm like, oh, this is actually necessary. This is a necessary thing. Like, this is what I want. This is my desire. This is what it would go towards, right? Because I wasn't clear. I just had a number that seemed cool, but nobody had actually helped me land it in why I wanted it. So I want you to notice what am I available for? What am I negotiating on? And then decide, maybe your highest month has been 50K, let's say, but you're now dropping to like 20 or 10 sometimes or 30, and you're going on and then you're aiming for the 50. Then look, like, do I need to hit 50 all of the time? Then what would be my next level milestone? And then write down all the things that you would want to utilize that revenue for and see what you come up with, see what the number is, and then get your energy behind that being your energetic minimum. Get your energy behind being like, I'm not available for anything other than this. This is what I'm available for. Now, that requires a lot of courage and that requires a process, right? So I want you to imagine a world where you would not be available for anything less than the number that you want, right? If a world where I'm not available for anything less than a 6-figure a month, it's just not, I'm not available for it, right? So in that world, write down this question. What would you be? Who would you be? First of all, let's start there. Who would you be being? What would you have decided? The person, the version of you that is already creating that, and there's no way anything less than that can happen. By the way, it doesn't have to be 100K months. It's just your own. It could be for you 5K. For you, it could be 10. It could be whatever it is that you want it to be, right? So that version of you, right? Imagine a period where you couldn't address or receive anything less than that. What would you be? Who would you be? I wrote this down. Who would you be? What would you have decided, right? What would you be thinking? What would you be feeling? And how would you be operating? Think about that. What would be different about the way that you are operating if you knew you were not available for anything less than that? Because right now, if you are operating, if you're experiencing inconsistency, there's a gap between how you are operating internally. So that's why I say we need to stabilize your internal world so that you actually are operating in the world of stability, in the world of here's what I want, in the world of here's the number, here's the income, here's the number of clients, here's the overflow that I want, that I'm available for. So who would you be? How would you be showing up? How would you be feeling? How would you be thinking? How would you be operating? How would you be generating leads from that place? How would you be selling? What would be different about the way that you're selling? What would be different about everything you're doing in your business, right? Like, what would be going on in your life for it to match what you want? Because I think we sometimes lose power around, I want this, but it's not happening, right? And it's like, I want this, it's not happening. Cool. How do I empower myself to match what I desire, to create what I desire? I have full empowerment around that. I have full responsibility around that, right? Like you're not being tied down. You're a creative, powerful human being. And so if we stabilize your internal world, matching what you desire, all you need to do is just behave, think, feel, and act aligning with that desire of stability, right? So for example, in a practical sense, which leads me to the next 2 points, right? So if I am unavailable for anything less than insert whatever that is, then how would I be showing up in doing my live streams, in doing my marketing, right? So the second thing that I want to talk about is stabilizing your marketing, stabilizing your message, okay? Because if you are showing up inconsistently, if you're showing up with energy of like, I'm available for a little bit less, let me give a discount here and then let me, what do you think you're going to be available to receive? You're going to be receiving less than what you want because you're not showing up in that energy. So let's say that you lock in your energy, right? That you are locking in the belief of I'm not available, I'm only available for this, thinking, feeling, acting, right? How differently would you be approaching your marketing? What commitments would you make when it comes to your lead gen, to your marketing, to showing up for your audience? And what would you be saying differently, right? So stabilizing your marketing is actually just committing to something that you can enjoy and you get behind. So for me, I love doing live streams, right? And on my live streams, I love giving value and I love sharing about my program because I think my program is the best thing in the world. I was just literally reading the 6-week check-in forms from the Magnetize and Monetize Mastermind last night, and because we send is a 12-week program, and at the 6-week check-in point we send a questionnaire like, what do you think? How satisfied are you? What are your results like? Do you like the program? How could we improve? And you guys, every single person expressed in their own way how much they felt like this was the best program they had ever been a part of, that they felt so held, so supported, that they were growing so much, or the modules were landing in different ways, the coaching was so profound. So from that energy, of course, I'm going to show up to a live stream and talk about my program. If you want to clarify your message to attract premium clients, you want to apply for the Magnetize and Monetize Mastermind. It is the best marketing mastermind that you will ever be in. I don't say it. I have hundreds of clients who literally write down in their rewards in their 6-week check-ins, and that we're not even done yet, how this program is unlike anything else they've been in. It's a 3-month experience where we help you clarify your message so that you can attract clients. We help you stabilize your marketing so that you can create stability in your business. We help you literally know what are the words to say to attract people to you so that you can convey the value of your offer, and you know exactly how to take somebody from being a stranger on the internet to being a client by having a process, a pre-qualification process that guides them to you. Now, we are right now doing an early bird enrollment. See how I'm just excited to tell you about this because I'm only available for having an amazing group of clients like we always do. We always sell out the program, right? So just notice my energy selling. Like I'm having fun. I'm enjoying it. This is what I'm available for. This is my joy, right? So I want to tell you right now, if you join early, because we don't start until February next year, but we have an early bird enrollment period right now, and you get these 2 incredible bonuses that are going away forever. Well, one is going away forever, so this is the last time for you to get it. One is the $1,000 off, so you save $1,000 when you apply before by the end of the year. Number 2, you get a messaging mastery call one-on-one, which we are no longer doing because we have so much high demand for this that we were giving it to everybody who signed up. And we just can't, we can commit to doing that because we're maxed out and fully booked and in overflow. So you're only going to get it if you sign up from now until, I think it's a month. We are enrolling for until mid-December, giving the early bird price and the bonus. So make sure that you apply, Magnetize and Monetize Mastermind, and I'm going to drop the link. It's either in my bio. I'm going to drop the link here. So stabilizing your marketing. Notice how I have a commitment to myself and to my business to have a clear message, stabilize my marketing process, stabilize my message, what I want to say, how I say it, how I articulate the value, and that stays consistent. You can go back to all of my live streams for the last 2-3 years. I've been talking about this for from the time of like creation. So this is why that's really important, because Magnetize and Monetize has an amazing reputation, but that didn't happen out of nowhere. That happened because I committed to that message for a long time. That way people knew what I was about, knew what I'm about. The program started getting momentum. Like literally the program just sells itself right now. I just love selling it, right? I love talking about it because I see the transformation. But for you, think about how often are you changing your message? How often are you not sharing your message? How often are you maybe holding back from really sharing with people the value? Or maybe you just don't know how to articulate the value in a really powerful way, right? Or maybe you are articulating the value in a powerful way, but maybe consistency is not. So there's two things that we need in marketing, not just consistency, because you can be consistent but with the wrong message. And if you're consistent with the wrong message, then you're still not going to attract clients, right? So you want to be consistent, but you want to have clarity. And I talked about this in one of my reels recently, right? Like it's consistency is kind of like everybody, everybody has heard consistency is everything. And you're like, yes, consistency is important, but it doesn't matter if you are super consistent and you are posting 300 reels a day and writing 100 posts if your message isn't clear. So step 2 is stabilizing the clarity of your message, your marketing, your lead gen, and having a solid process. And if you don't know how to do that or what that looks like, or if you want to improve it and take it to the next level, join Magnetize and Monetize Mastermind. We got your back. All right, my loves, I have 10 minutes before I have to go. So who wants to hear thing number 3? Oh, Maria, she says, hola, te amo, soy de Colombia, fan moment. Aw, I'm also Colombian. I love it. Who wants to hear number 3? Give me a 3 in the comments. I just got so into it. And also, like, I want to hear if you guys are like, if this makes sense. Like, do you see how stability is not like some mystical thing? It's not just like, oh, I don't have stability. It's like we can really engineer how we want stability to show up in our lives and create it, right? Like we are so fully empowered to do that. Amazing. Okay, I'm getting some 3s. Me, awesome. Love it. Awesome. By the way, I'm live streaming both on Instagram and Facebook, and I also love this, right? Like this is one of the ways in which I was like, why not just serve the people and set up my marketing system in a way where it just makes total sense to have the message be spread in a wider way, right? Okay, so let me look at my notes. Rebecca says 3, amazing. Okay, cool. So stabilizing your offer. Another thing, super important. So I want you to notice how many offers you currently have. I want to hear in the comments. Do you have 1 offer? Do you have 2 offers? Do you have 3 offers? Do you have 5 offers? Do you have 6 offers? How many offers do you currently have? I want to hear a little bit more about that, you guys. I don't know if Yoga said 3 because you have 3 offers or if that was 3 from before. Okay. Angie says, this is making so much sense, seeing another way that I can improve what I'm doing in my copy. Right. Okay, so group and one-on-one, amazing, awesome. Gabriel says 1, amazing. Okay, great, awesome. Amazing. Okay, cool. So let's talk about stabilizing your offer. So we can expect to have steady sales and steady income if we have a message or an offer also that changes all of the time, right? If we are selling one-on-one, group, course, VIP, retreat all at the same time, right? And so if you have multiple things and you're selling multiple things, I want to invite you to consolidate what those things are. And we help you do that inside Magnetize and Monetize Mastermind and create a unique method that is going to help you feel really confident in your ability to sell that offer. But the most important thing in terms of stabilizing your offer is getting really clear on, cool, what is this? Who is this offer for? And then what is the promise? What is the result that I want my people to experience at the end? And really understanding, cool, how do I articulate the value of this particular offer? And how do I link it to the vision that people have for what they desire? And hone in on that and commit to that offer and continue like, this is what we do. In 3 months, we help you literally refine your offer. If it would have taken you like a year to refine it, right? But if you want to do it yourself, what you want to do is literally commit to having a super consistent process where you're selling the same offer, clarifying your message, and getting people through your offer. So what I mean by stabilizing it is stabilizing the marketing of it, but also stabilizing the process inside of the offer. How are you guiding people to a result, right? So in your coaching, what does it look like inside of your coaching when people join the program? What is the process that you're going to take them through in order to make sure that they are getting what they came for? And you guys, this is so important for client overflow and stabilizing your revenue, because I gotta tell you, I am the living and breathing example. I choose to be the living and breathing example of everything that I teach, but it just such a reminder over and over again that, for example, a Magnetize and Monetize Mastermind wouldn't be what it is. It wouldn't be a program that has a reputation that it has, that people are so fulfilled by, where people are clarifying their message, expanding, attracting premium clients, doubling their rates in like a difficult time in the world, and still attracting clients. It wouldn't be that if I hadn't committed to that offer and refined the process around how I'm getting a client from A to Z, right? And so what happens when I do that is that clients get results, clients feel fulfilled, clients are raving about it, clients are sending me, are happy. And then what do you think happens when that happens? Like, more clients come because they refer clients to me. I can interview them for marketing. I can use their testimonials, even if it's anonymous, right? If you have clients who maybe share things with you, you don't have to share their name. You don't have to but you can share the results. You can talk about it. You can tell a story about it, but it all comes from you stabilizing the internal aspect of your offer as well, which in Magnetize and Monetize Mastermind, we help you do that. We help you create a unique framework that you can feel really good in, and that you know, okay, I can take my client from A to Z, and I know exactly what I'm going to be doing. And like, I know how I can troubleshoot the process and master it, right? So it's like, I want you to think about, when I talk about stabilizing your offer, I mean stabilizing like the number of offers that you are selling, right? And selling only one or two things, right? And not selling them all at the same time. For example, I have seasons, right? So I sell the Magnetize and Monetize Mastermind in a certain period of time. Actually, I always sell it now, but when I had one-on-one and Magnetize and Monetize Mastermind, I would do a launch, and then in the periods where I wouldn't launch, I would sell my one-on-one. And I only focus on those two things, right? And both were promising similar things. So it wasn't like I was a relationship coach in one offer and then I was a marketing coach in the other, right? Like, it's all around the same thing, because the more you repeat it, the more you stabilize it, the more your reputation grows, the more that the message cements in other people's minds, and the easier it gets. Like, the easier a business gets, the more like the more that we just keep it simple and we just keep doing the same, mastering the same thing over and over again, the easier life gets. And so then you get to a point where you're experiencing so much momentum and people are always applying because you have committed to the offer, because it's been so easy. It's just been your baby, it's been your thing, it's been your commitment. It doesn't matter if you feel bored with the message. Like, so what? Boredom is a beautiful thing. I have a lot of clients who are like, I'm a little bit bored with the message. And I'm like, okay, great. Maybe we get to refine something, or I'm a little bit bored with the offer. But also, we don't have to make our offer our entertainment channel. Our business doesn't have to be our entertaining channel. Like, our businesses are not there to entertain us. Right? Like, we are there to support and pour into our business, and we are there to be responsible for doing what is in alignment for the business to continue growing, right? Like, I think that there's a belief in I don't know, in the coaching space, that it's like, your business should give you joy. And it's like, why are we making our business responsible for our happiness? We make ourselves we are responsible for our own happiness. Our business doesn't need that pressure. So if you're, for me, when I feel bored around my message, like I've been talking about messaging, client attraction, premium client attraction content for 2 years, and I find the joy in it every single time because I'm not trying to make it about me. I make it about you guys. And I know that this is exciting and this is valuable and this is essential and this is important for you. That to me, it gives me joy. It takes me out of my own head around how do I make this feel like it gives me excitement? Like, no, I'm responsible for creating my own excitement. My business is not responsible for that, right? Angie says, drama has its places. Our business should not be one of them. Yeah. And like we bring drama. The business is neutral. We bring drama to it. And sometimes when we are calibrating to a new level, so if you want like client overflow to be consistent, like you get to be consistent in your message, and there's an upper limit of like, oh, maybe I need to change something, and we subconsciously create chaos. We subconsciously create problems where problems don't need to be present, right? And so it's so important to notice, actually, I am committed to mastering this. I'm committed to sharing my message and finding the joy in it every single day. And I don't have to make my message or my business or my sales process responsible for my happiness. So important. I have 3 minutes left. So we are complete with the training. You guys, if you want support with clarifying your message, if any of this spoke to you and you know in your heart you want support clarifying your message, elevating the quality of clients you attract, having a client overflow, knowing what to say in order to attract clients, knowing how to stabilize your internal world so that you don't feel like you're in this roller coaster all the time. Or if you feel like you are going through a roller coastery time, that you know how to calibrate to neutral so that you don't have to experience life in such a roller coastery way, then I want to invite you to apply for the Magnetize and Monetize Mastermind. You get the $1,000 off in the one-on-one mastery messaging call where we literally help you one-on-one clarify your message, and you have that one-on-one attention, and that bonus is going away forever as of next year. So you have this month to apply. I want to invite you to submit your application. It's the best marketing mastermind that you will ever experience. Ask any of the clients that have joined, ask around if like I have, it's just it's the best investment that people are saying that they have ever made. Because I know that there's a lot of programs out there, and this program really holds you with so much love and so much care. We help you clarify your message so that you can attract premium clients. I help you create pre-qualification process so that you know how to pre-motivate clients before you speak to them on the phone. I help you get in front of more people so that you know what to do, who to reach out to, what to do. No, not reach out to, but how to put yourself in front of people that are your ideal clients, and how to take a stranger to a client. It's like in the most simple, beautiful way. So click the link, send the application. I will review it carefully. You will be asked to put down a deposit of $500, which will be fully refundable. If I don't feel like you're the right fit, it'll be fully refundable. If I feel like you're a great fit, you'll be invited, and that will go towards your investment. And it's really gonna pay off tenfold for the rest of your life. This is the time to really know how to articulate your message, especially in all the noise and what is going on in the world. I feel so secure in my skills and like myself and in the stability of my business because I know how to articulate the value of my work no matter what is going on in the world. Like I can adjust, I can adapt, I can meet people where they're at. And that is the skill that is always going to keep you in business and is going to give you that stability. So this is the best time for you to invest in that ability so that you never have to worry about what's going on in the world, and you can come back and know, wait, I know exactly how to create value. I know exactly how to articulate my message. And that just gives you so much power and security and just sovereignty so that you don't have to be at the effect of whatever's happening in the world. So, quick the link, send the application. I will review it carefully. You will be asked to put down a deposit of $500, which will be fully refundable. If I don't feel like you're the right fit, it'll be fully refundable. If I feel like you're a great fit, you'll be invited, and that will go towards your investment. And it's really gonna pay off tenfold for the rest of your life. So That's what I have for you today. Angie says, this has been great. Thank you so much. Do not bring problems where they don't need to be needed. Mic drop. Yeah, amazing. All right, my loves, I'm going to go to my podcast interview. I love you all so much. Go ahead and check out the link, apply, and I'll see you next week on our next training. Bye.